Has anyone else noticed that the quality of Google searches has gone down noticeably in the last few years? I'd be surprised if most of you don't say yes, because the stats show that Google is not the 800-pound gorilla that it used to be as far as search engine preferences. If you look at StatCounter for this month, at least in the United States, Bing is around 13%, whereas Google is 77%. Now, of course, worldwide, Google is still around 88%, something like that, but it's definitely going down. I remember back in the day, around, I think it was 1995, when the Alta Vista search engine first surfaced, and I remember thinking, wow, this is really cool. This is actually very, very usable and helpful. And then it lasted for a few years, and then Google launched its search engine, and that was the end of that. Because Google search at that time was so precise, so accurate, so great, so relevant, that it quickly became a household word. You know, did you Google it? But of late, that's not been the case. I think because Google as a company features search as a major part of their revenue. If they can afford to pay Apple a reported $20 billion a year to make Google the default search engine for Safari, then, you know, they're making a lot of money out of search. The problems seem to be the ads in the Google search results, which occur usually at the beginning and are often, or should be labeled as such, which you can bypass them fairly readily. But then there's SEO manipulation, you know, search engine optimization, manipulated content, where they're just tricking the algorithm into putting their site higher in the search results, even though the site may not be the best quality or most relevant to your actual question. The other thing would be just pure spammy content, whether it's AI generated, you know, low quality stuff, or just keyword stuffing, where you literally get to a site that's just a bunch of keywords in it. And that somehow rises to the top of the search results. But right now, Google, there's an article where, and this is it here, talking about the enshittification of Google search. And basically, they say that money just sort of took over, and the sort of method that Google tends to use now is more like, just give them a bunch of results and have them click a bunch of times. We'll get more ad impressions that way, which is kind of terrible from a company that used to be lauded as giving very accurate results and very meaningful results. So, I mean, there's a couple of ways you can kind of bypass this. You can use an alternative search engine. Bing is okay. It's getting a bit better, I suppose. You can use something like what I do, use Perplexity, perplexity.ai, which is what they call an answer engine. It's basically an AI-boosted search engine that gives you a sort of summary of the results that it finds, and it kind of tends to whittle through the crap a little bit. There's also things like, there's a search engine, a paid search engine called Kagi, K-E-G-I, which you pay, and it actually has, you know, curated results, and it avoids ads and such. It's unclear exactly how effective AI is going to be in cleaning up search results. I find Perplexity, as I said, quite useful. It seems to help. And along with that, ChatGPT is rumored to be launching its own search engine actually very soon, apparently this month in May 2024. So we'll see how or if that works. Do you have to pay for it? Is it part of your subscription? Will it be available freely? Don't know. We'll see if the AI stuff helps or not, or if it's just going to be dragged into the same sort of morass as Google currently is. But hopefully, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on the internet, but it's just finding it is the problem. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. I have some links below, so check those out too.